Good afternoon, friends. Welcome back to the channel. Hitch and Yeti here, and I'm in Hickory, North Carolina today because they have their Comic Con, their fall edition Comic Con here in 2023 is going down. I'm a huge fan of old retro toys, Mortal Kombat, some Star Wars stuff. Hopefully when I go inside I can get a little taste of all of that today. So really excited. I have on my Optimus Prime 1984 t-shirt from the Generation 1 cartoon that I grew up on. Pretty happy about that. Let's walk on inside, get us a ticket, and get this Comic-Con started. Let's go. All right, friends, right here we just bought our tickets. Right here is the entrance to the main showroom of the con, and the young lady who gave me my ticket, my wristband, she actually noticed my shirt was Optimus Prime. She said, "Oh, you're here for Optimus Prime." And I'm like, "Am I? Like, is Optimus Prime actually here?" She said, "Yeah, we actually have the Optimus Prime truck from a local owner of a comic book shop, brought the Optimus Prime truck, like the old one from the 80 series cartoon, not from the Transformer, not from the Michael Bay movie, but the one from the cartoon back in the day." So really excited to see that. So we're going to move through these doors and we're going to transform and roll out. We're going to go track down Optimus. That's going to be a lot of fun. And as we enter, we have a whole lot of comic books available. Right here we have some Funko Pops. Just like a Mandalorian fan right here. And right here we have some toys. Look at these old toys here. Some G.I. Joe stuff. I never watched a lot of G.I. Joe, but man, I remember a lot of my friends was into G.I. Joe growing up. I was pretty much a Transformers, and I think they had another show called Mask, if I remember correctly. That was the other one that I watched quite a bit of. This guy here's got a lot of retro old toys from the G.I. Joe series. Speaking of Transformers, right here is some old school Transformers. Alright. I actually had that one. Blitzwing, he was pretty cool. And right here's another triple changer, Astro Train. He was really awesome. Oh man, check this out. This is so cool. This right here was Skeletor's lair. I can't remember, what was it called? I can't even remember the name of that one. Out of He-Man. And right here is Castle Grayskull. I definitely remember that off of He-Man. And they got a lot of action figures down here. Right there is Skeletor. Check that out, man. This is some old school stuff. So I have made my way back here to the back of the convention center, and as you see they have a stage, some seating. I guess this is where they're going to do maybe their costume or their cosplay contest, where everybody goes up there and whoever gets the most claps wins. Here we have some more cool figures. Right here some stuff from Star Wars. Captain America up there. And they have quite a few like loose in a bag figures right here. Pretty cool. Look at these Ghostbuster, man. That's from the first Ghostbuster movie. Pretty awesome. Wow, that is old school. Remember this? When did this come out, the GameCube from Nintendo? Maybe around 2000. I remember having one of those, but I think I ended up selling mine over time. Right there is the controller. I think I ended up buying this one just for one game, and that was Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. That's the only reason I bought it, and I think once I beat the game I ended up selling it maybe like a year later. Here's some more Transformers. Check that out. Some old school stuff.
Did you watch Rebels? See, that's the thing. I
can't remember what that one is, but I actually have that somewhere at my mother's. That whole robot right there, it was a combiner. It's still available. I remember I didn't ask for it, but I think a relative or something, they knew I liked Transformers and they bought it for me, and I think I just received it for Christmas one year, but I remember playing with it a whole lot. So right here we got Headmaster Highbrow. And I can remember when this came out, this was a genius marketing tool for Hasbro. So they made a Transformer, and they made this little robot guy right here, and he actually transforms into this head, and then the head will connect to the top of the body to make the complete robot. Those guys were pretty smart back then. I think I might have had one. The one I had, I might have been, I can't remember his name. I think he was like a crocodile or something like that. But pretty cool to see one after all these years. So check this out. We have a Optimus Prime helmet, replica helmet. Modern icons. I've never seen that before. How cool is that? 120 bucks. Do you think my wife might let me buy that today? Maybe. She might be like, that's more than meets the eye. You ain't getting that. Well, I've not quite made it to Optimus Prime quite yet, as my wife is stalking me again. But I got somebody else's pretty big hit in the 80s. You know who that is? That's Kit. This is Knight Rider. Right here is Kit. Check that out, man. Now that is a sports car. If I can only tell you all the times I watched that show, look at the interior. Check that out. That is rad. Oh my God. Now this is a smart car, ladies and gentlemen. That is awesome. Ain't that cool? And right here is where he would talk. You would actually see that move on the TV show. Click the turbo boost button and they would jump. Oh man, this is awesome. I had no idea that this car was going to be here. I would have probably wore my Kit shirt. If you watch this channel every now and then, you know every once in a while I have this Kit Knight Rider shirt, and it says like the real smart car or something, or the first true smart car. But yeah, huge fan. I used to want one of these cars so bad when I was a kid. Look at that. You can hear his voice. And that's the music.
I can't answer any of your individual questions because I am probing only to give out information about myself just now.
Okay, I paid $5 to get in here, and I've already seen Kit. Man, money well spent already. But guess what? We still have another vehicle from the 80s to check out today that means a lot to me. So let's go look at him. He's right over here. Let's go check him out. And here he is, Optimus Prime. So this is actually owned by Back in Time Collectibles, which we went and visited them last year or earlier this year. I can't remember exactly when it was. It might have been early this year. I actually went and seen them. We'll put a link in the description below if you would like to see that video. You can see the head right there of Optimus Prime. And look at that right there. You know what that is? That is Blaster from the Transformers. What a cool replica. Here's the side view of Optimus. See the big Autobot symbol they got on the side? Oh man, this is so cool. And then for whatever reason, we have the Star Wars group shooting at him. I'm just kidding, but how cool is that? And then they have this right here on the back. I bet you can't remember what that is. That is the Matrix of Leadership, which they totally destroyed in the Michael Bay movies. It was not the same thing in those movies as it was in the cartoon. Now, I did not like that at all, but they actually put it here on the back of the truck. I thought that was a nice touch. This is so rad. G1 Prime. Antique, that's pretty cool. Yeah, this is awesome, man. Coming here and being able to see this truck in person, they done a great job with it. So gotta give Back in Time Collectibles their due. They done an awesome job. This is so cool to have at the Comic Con. All right, now the owner of the truck's gonna make Optimus talk, so we're gonna come over here next to it and we're gonna hear it.
My name is Optimus Prime. We are autonomous robotic organisms from the planet Cybertron.
Oh, that's cool. So that was pretty cool. I hope that picked up well. You know, he said the outside of here, the speaker is plenty loud enough to be able to hear what Optimus is saying, but in here with all the acoustics and everybody talking, he said it kind of drowns it out a little bit, but he said he is possibly going to put a bigger speaker in it moving forward where you can hear it better. So really nice man. That was the owner of Back in Time Collectibles that owns this. So really cool is we have a stormtrooper that just walked up.
Are you authorized to use that, sir?
Yes, I am. I actually have a YouTube license. I can use this.
All right.
I was looking for Luke Skywalker. Have you seen him lately?
Now, if we do see him, he's in trouble.
What kind of trouble? I mean, he's a Jedi. He's a good guy.
That is perspective.
You're not a part of the Jedi Order.
No, definitely not.
Okay.
I bring order.
He brings order. Well, I'm gonna say have a good day. Nice meeting you.
Move along.
I'm just gonna move along. I know how this works. Thank you. All right, we're out of here now. Oh my gosh, the Skull Kid. It's the Skull Kid right there from Legend of Zelda. Check that out. We're meeting everybody today. This is so cool. This is like a thumbnail. Back here we have all kind of like helmets. Look at that. They're pretty cool. Right here is one Sand People. C-3PO.
Yeah, my wife has to put up with my collection.
Oh, check that out.
So I have a
The Marshmallow Stay Puft Man from Ghostbusters looking all
a 12-foot trailer, a 20-foot
Was I the only one? But I could never be like upset with him, even though he did a lot of destruction. He was always like one of my favorite little, you know, items out of that movie was Stay Puft. It's like he was just so cute, but he was a bad guy. I found the mother load of Lego figures. Look at that table. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You know what's fun to do? My wife is a huge Lego maniac. So I'm going to kind of cruise around here and see what kind of cool figures we can find and see if we can recognize them. So let's start searching. So we're just talking about the owner of these items. A lot of them are like custom made. Some of them ain't, but quite a few of them. Check that out. Look at that Doctor Strange right there. That's pretty cool. You got some Ninja Turtles. Right there's Leonardo. But I've been noticing, I've been seeing some other stuff. You got Kobe Bryant right there in the middle of the screen. Pretty cool. They got LeBron James right next to him. Right here, we have The Crow. That was Brandon Lee's character. What an awesome movie The Crow was. Also, I see Bugs Bunny. Right there is Super Mario World Mario version because he got that yellow cape on. A lot of good stuff in here. Right here we have a Optimus Prime Transformer. Pretty cool. Yes. Bob Ross has made an appearance. My favorite artist from back in the day. Right there's the Punisher. Right here is Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, alongside of Freddy Krueger. Right here we have the Red Sun Superman. And right there is General Zod from Man of Steel. That is so awesome. Another Superman. Here's a Batman from possibly BVS, Batman vs. Superman. It's pretty cool. Yeah, but he has just got all kinds of cool stuff here. Look at that. Right there you got Wolverine. So he makes some of these himself, man. He just comes to Comic Cons. I look for some information to share with you, like a website, but he don't have any. But if you're in the Hickory area, he goes to Comic Cons like in Charlotte and places like that. So definitely keep an eye on him if you're into custom Lego collectibles like this. Pretty cool stuff. So anytime you come to a Comic Con, it ain't a Comic Con without some Funko Pops. And they have a lot of Funko love here. Just, they go on and on and on. I keep saying in my videos every once in a while when I cover the Funko world, are they ever going to go away? These things have been around forever and they still seem just as hot as they've always been. Right there's another Eric Draven, The Crow. Love that movie. If you've never seen that movie, you ought to watch it. It is really, really good. Some Jack Skellington and Sally. Little Disney action there. Check that out. As we move into Halloween. this is definitely very appropriate. So the cool thing about these characters, you can get away with watching them or playing with them at Halloween or Christmas. There is the Joker. That's Heath Ledger's Joker, right? Ain't that Heath Ledger's? Looks pretty cool. Then right here we have Henry Cavill's Superman, Justice League. I cannot tell you how it saddens me that Henry Cavill is not going to be, or Superman anymore. Has a studio ever treated a Superman actor any worse than they treated him? I mean, God, I just can't believe his run's over so quickly. You never got to really see him be the Superman, the man of tomorrow, you know, a happy-go-lucky Superman. You never got to see that. So, that's how it goes. They're supposed to be making a new one with James Gunn. Curious to see how that all works out. I'm open for anything, but it does sadden me that I'm not going to get to see Henry Cavill anymore unless I put my Blu-ray in and watch Man of Steel. Lost wallet in the building, but we're not worried about it because it ain't ours right now. But I did want to show you this Funko Pop right here. You don't see this every day. Chief Brody from the Jaws series back in the 70s. Pretty cool. One of my favorite movies of all time is Jaws. And right next to it we have Sub-Zero from maybe my favorite video game of all time, Mortal Kombat, which I have definitely been hogging up the television at the house lately because Mortal Kombat 1 just dropped. So really enjoying that game a lot, playing Invasion, beat story mode, really cool. Kind of bummed out of all these people here in this Comic-Con walking around and looking at all these tables. I don't think I've seen any like collectible Mortal Kombat stuff. Last year when I was here, I've seen quite a few, but this year, I ain't had a whole lot of luck with it. So maybe I'll find a table with some MK collectible items on there soon. But so far, no luck for the Hitchhiking Yeti. This table here has quite a few Star Wars figures for sale. Look at this cute little Bumblebee right here. That is pretty awesome. And then right here we have a Fans Toys Jive. I just bought this one maybe about 6 months ago. Really cool figure. And then right here we have a Huffer. That's a Fan Toys rig. That's pretty cool. Not a bad price, $100 for that. Man, should I buy that? I kind of need that for my collection. Then right here is something that is you don't see every day. This is from the TV cartoon from the 80s, Mask. I used to love watching that cartoon. That and Transformers are probably my two go-tos when I was growing up. I wanted to show you that because you just don't see it all that often. It took me a few laps around this place. I did find something here, Mortal Kombat. Not the action figure I was looking for, but at least it's something. That's a start. Man, I'm telling you, you can just meet all kinds of interesting people around here. I mean, you have this guy right here. This is the Ryan Reynolds Deadpool. Check that out. That is like the best cosplay of all time right there. Look at that.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Have a good one, man. That was brilliant. What a genius idea. Just get you a Ryan Reynolds mask and plaster it to your face and walk around with some little eye holes. Man, that was cool. Or was it? Maybe it wasn't a mask. Maybe that really was Ryan Reynolds. I see Chewbacca right ahead of us. Right there is Chewie. Chewie's back. I seen him last year. That is awesome. Can I get a quick photo with you, Chewie? Look at that. We're back again this year. We seen this guy here last year. What awesome. Great job, man. And here is an awesome movie poster you do not see every day. Van Helsing. Dude, I love that movie. That movie was such a cool Dracula story, vampire type of a movie. Man, it was like futuristic, these crazy weapons, but set in those medieval times. Really an awesome movie. I forgot all about that. So it's so cool sometime to come to a Comic-Con and see something very nostalgic. It might be almost 20 years old now, I think. I can't remember what year that came out, but it's got some age on it. I think 20 years ago they came out with that film. Really cool to see it. Man, I've seen all kinds of cool stuff. Ain't really seen any horror cosplayers yet. Maybe that guy right there is definitely a horror genre cosplayer. Is Leatherface right here at Hickory Comic Con. So cool, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. That's pretty bad. That was awesome. And just to let you know, that was not planned. If you're sitting here vlogging at a Comic-Con and you have some of these cosplayers around, man, they will jump at the moment to get a little camera time, man, and I love it. That's cool. It's awesome when they just play along and you don't even have to go up and ask anybody. Everybody here that's been in these videos have just jumped right in and sent it. Man, I really appreciate that. That makes these outings a lot more fun, I think, because when you get into it and you just become the character and you live it all the way around the Comic-Con. Don't take your mask off, man. Just keep on doing it. All right, and we are outside, and it is a lot brighter out here than it was in there. So I had a great time at Hickory Comic Con 2023 here in the fall, here at the end of September. What a great evening. Unfortunately for me, I did not find any Mortal Kombat figures that I was looking for. A lot of cool Transformer stuff today. I think I actually seen more Transformers this year than I did last year. Always an abundance of Funko Pops, man. I'm telling you, man, it just amazes me how popular they stay. I mean, if you would have asked me years ago, that's a fad. It's going to be cool for about a year or two and then it's going to go away, but they just keep right on rocking, man. There is no end in sight for a Funko Pop collector. So, that being said, I'm all done here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I enjoyed making it. I had a great time. Thank you to all the cosplayers who stopped by and said hello and got on camera. I really appreciate that. Until next time, friends, I'm the Hitchhiking Yeti, and I will see you in our next adventure. Everyone, please stay safe out there.